This was maybe 73. You know, I have been adored by good and kind men.
Hello and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. 3 ways to tell if a stock is trending or not. This is important because a lot of people will say only trade a stock that is trending, not one that is just kind of chopping sideways or is directionless. You could believe that or not. It depends on your system. But before I get started, please be aware that everything I'm going to say today does not work perfectly, does not work 100% of the time. Don't do something just because you saw somebody talk about it in a video, all right? Make your own decisions, do your own due diligence, do your own research, all right? Also, if you need some more help, I do offer coaching for traders and investors. You can email me for the coaching at davidmodell@gmail.com. Now, the idea I got today is from a Rob Colville video. It's called How to Profitably Trade Using Moving Averages, and it's a pretty good video, so I want to recommend that people watch it. I will put a link in the description below this video over to that video. Again, it's by Rob Colville, and it is from FX Street, and so feel free to subscribe to them, and I'm actually going to give it a thumbs up right now. All right, so it's a good video. Okay. And thank you, FX Street and Rob Colville, for the idea here. He recommends 3 things, okay? First, you want to look at the angle. The second thing you can look at is the order. And the third, you could look at the separation, AOS, angle, order, and separation. What does all of that mean? Well, let's say if you put up on the daily candlestick chart of a stock, and this doesn't have to be stocks. You could just as easily do this with cryptocurrencies or commodities, forex, currency pairs, whatever. And also, it does not have to be daily candlesticks. These are one-day candlesticks for Home Depot, HD Home Depot stock on TradingView.com here. But you could also try this with 1-minute candles, 2-minute, 5-minute, 4-hour candles, whatever you like. Just please make sure that you demo trade it or virtual trade it just to test it out without any real capital at risk, just to make sure it works. Okay, so let's start with the angle, right? So if you want to know whether a stock or whatever it is trending or just going sideways, you want to see the angle on the moving averages. And I put up 3 of them here. I put up the 20-period EMA, exponential moving average. I put up the 50 and the 200, okay? The 20, 50, and 200 EMAs. And it is color-coded here. All right, so the 20 is in black. It's a black line here, okay? You notice how the 20 period kind of hugs the candles a little bit closer, right? And then you've got the 50, which is in purple. And then you've got the 200 period moving average in blue here, okay? So again, the 20 period moving average, the 50, and then the 200, all right? All of them EMAs, exponential moving averages, all right? So first we're gonna look at the angle, all right? And as we can see, we have just sideways chop here, and look at the angles of the moving averages. Are they at a steep angle upwards, like a 45-degree angle upwards or downwards, or just kind of either totally horizontal or just barely tilted in one direction or the other? Well, I'm looking at all 3 of these lines, and yeah, I mean, the 50 is a little bit, the purple one's a little bit wavy, and then the 20, the black one, is even more wavy. But really, they're not trending in one direction or the other. I know that because of the angles on the lines. They're kind of horizontal or close to it. So that's the first thing, is the angle. Whereas over here, where it's trending, you can see the angle is not quite 45 degrees, although on the black line, the 20, it's pretty close to 45. Less so with the 50 and even less so with the 200. But it takes a lot for the 200 period, the 200-day moving average to really go sharply, 45 degrees. It would take a serious trending price movement for that to happen. Doesn't happen very often, okay? So all 3 of them are they definitely have an angle to them, a sharp angle, relatively speaking. Definitely sharper than over here, all right? So that's one example. Okay, so that is the angle. Then you want to look at number 2, the order. It's AOS, angle order separation. So what is order? Well, are the three lines in their proper order? They should be in numerical order. It should be 20, 50, 200. Or if you go backwards, 200, 50, 20. But it shouldn't be all mixed up. Okay, so for example, over here, where it's definitely trending upwards, you can start over here. You can go, you got the 20, and then you got the 50, and then the 200 if you go in order. You can also go backwards, 200, 50, 20, whatever. All right, but they're in proper numerical order. What about like over here? Well, you got the 50. Hopefully you can see it. It's kind of small, I know. But you got the 50 and then the 20 and then the 200. That's not the proper numerical order, right? Okay. It's all kind of jumbled up here. So that's another way to tell. All right. It should be in the proper numerical order for it to be trending. Now, I know over here, it's in the proper numerical order, right? 20, then 50, then 200. All right. But that's just one thing you're looking at. Hopefully you're looking at all three things. All right. So yeah, you've got the order here correct, but is the angle really steep? Is it sharp in one direction or the other? No. Okay, so it doesn't pass really the angle test so much, even if it passes the order test. Definitely doesn't pass the order test here. Okay, so or over here either, right? It's got the 50, then the 20, then the 200, not the right order. Okay, so that's angle order, and then the S part is separation. All right. Notice how it doesn't really pass that test over here. Look how close they are together. They're not separated very well, especially the 20 and the 50. A little bit of separation with the 200 from the other two, but not so much. Definitely not a lot of separation here. They're practically on top of each other here. Okay. And actually over here, look, they are on top of each other, two of them. The 20 and the 50 are on top of each other here, and here, and here, and here. All right. So it's not that often you're going to get all three of them on top of each other exactly, but they're really close. They're not well separated in this area here. So that is not trending. That's a sign, one of three signs you can look for. Look how separated they are here, all three of them, right? You can see lots of space between all three of them. And that's a sign that they're trending. So over here and over here, you've got angle, right? It's a steep angle in one direction or the other, not just horizontal or close to it. You've got the right order, 20, 50, and 200, or you can go backwards, right? 200, 50, 20, either way. And separation. You got nice separation here, not so much over here. All right, so hopefully this was helpful to you. Again, thank you to Rob Colville and FX Street for their video that inspired me to make this. So please visit them, link in the description below this video. And feel free to subscribe to FX Street. Pretty cool. And if you want some coaching, once again, if you want some more help, because I don't want you to use a strategy or an idea just because somebody said it in a video. I want you to have your own plan, okay? And I do help people to put together their own trading plan where they can think of things on their own and not just be dependent on anybody, all right? And for the coaching, you can email me at davidmodell@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching and listening. I will talk to you again soon.
Look at this one, I want you to see. Fashion was high, my hair was so long. This was maybe 73.